Hello everyone. Hope you are fine. Today the story topic is Everyone Laughed at Him Until He Changed the World. A powerful underdog story about belief, failure and courage. They laughed at him. They said he was crazy. A kid with impossible dreams building things no one believed in. Every time he spoke about his ideas, people smiled, not because they understood but because they didn't. Yet, one day, the same world that mocked him would whisper his name with respect. This is the story of Eli Turner, the boy who everyone laughed at. Eli wasn't like the others. While most kids played games, he took them apart, curious about how things worked. At school, he was quiet, often lost in his own world, sketching strange machines in his notebook. Teachers thought he was distracted. Classmates called him Robot Boy. But in his mind, Eli was building the future one broken gadget at a time. One day, during a science fair, Eli presented his idea, a tiny solar-powered device that could bring electricity to villages without power. The judges smiled politely, then moved on. The crowd laughed. They said, "Nice toy, kid." But for years passed. Eli grew up, but life didn't get easier. He dropped out of college because he couldn't afford the fees. He worked at a repair shop during the day and spent nights building prototypes in his garage. Each idea failed, each invention broke, and each time people reminded him of his failures. "Eli, you're wasting your time. Be realistic. Just get a normal job." But he couldn't stop because deep inside he believed his ideas could change lives. One night, after his latest prototype exploded into sparks, he sat alone on the floor, surrounded by failure, frustration, and silence. He whispered to himself, "Maybe they're right. Maybe I'm not meant to succeed." But then, his eyes fell on a small note taped above his desk. A quote his late mother once gave him. They'll laugh now, but one day, months later, while scrolling through news on his old laptop, Eli read about a small town suffering from constant blackouts. That night, he redesigned everything: smaller circuits, cheaper materials, and solar panels built from recycled glass. For weeks, he worked non-stop. He failed again and again. But the 21st attempt finally worked. A light flickered on. His first working prototype powered entirely by sunlight and recycled waste. He named it Heliobox. Eli shared his invention online. At first, only a few people noticed. Then, a tech blogger from California shared his story. Broke engineer builds solar generator from junk. Within days, his video hit 10 million views. Investors called, news anchors wanted interviews, and people finally stopped laughing. Within 2 years, Heliobox powered over 200 rural communities across 3 continents. Eli Turner, once the boy they mocked, became one of the youngest innovators to receive the Global Humanitarian Tech Award. They laughed at him because they didn't understand his vision. They doubted him because they'd given up on their own dreams. But Eli proved one thing: the world laughs at dreamers until the dreamers make it better. So the next time they laugh at your idea, smile. Because maybe, just maybe, you're about to change the world too. Music swells, fade out with text on screen. Believe, build, become. Thanks for watching. Subscribe my channel for best legend stories.